Hello and welcome to Brand Equity with me, Sonali Krishna. The only show that gets you the insider's view in the marketing and advertising domain. Let's get the show on the road, and here's a look at what's coming your way in the next half hour. On the show, one of the oldest mediums in advertising, outdoor, continues to be primitive in its ways. As teams gear up for the big cricket mela, IPL, Chennai Super Kings unleashes a very unique initiative, a CSK comic book. And catch the young guns of Lintas Media shoot some tough questions right at their boss, Lynn D'Souza, on Quiz the Boss. Outdoor advertising in India leaves a lot to be desired, and considering it's one of the oldest mediums, one wonders why it's been treated as a stepchild for decades now. In fact, most of our regular viewers wrote into us asking us to address this issue with ad pundits. Take a look at other countries, for instance, and their presentation of outdoor and ambient advertising. And India is not a patch on it. It's about time then that the Indian ad strat internalizes a bit to find out what's gone wrong and how does one fix this. Samriti Grover tells you why the evolution of outdoor in India has been so slow and what's the plan to make it a little bit more appealing.
Unimpressive, unappealing, and mediocre creatives. That's the state of outdoor advertising in the country today. For a medium that has been alive for decades now, it surely deserves a better place in the sun. Despite the fact that outdoor is the oldest medium in advertising, the industry lags behind in technology, innovation, and creativity. Comparing Mumbai, where digital and new technologies in out-of-home advertising are just about taking off, to a market like Singapore, where outdoor advertising is so spectacular, it's actually a jaw-dropper. So why hasn't the outdoor medium kept pace with its counterparts?
This is what the world is doing. They are saying this is the brand and we can communicate through outdoor XYZ, and they are putting their entire focus on that medium to do justice to that product. And somewhere we are not using that. We are keeping this as a filler medium to fill up the in-between gaps, which is not the right way to look at it.
I think large advertisers do make a mistake by believing that, what would I say, it ain't any good if it can't be measured. But unfortunately that is how it is in today's world, and I think that is where outdoor suffers.
Lack of syndicated study or ROI models, uncooperative government regulations, absence of a well-defined metric system, and other non-traditional media competing for attention of planners have acted as a deterrent to the growth of this medium. With the Indian consumer being bombarded with hundreds of advertisements every day, the outdoor medium has shown no promise to break this clutter.
Southeast Asian countries, as well as most of the other advanced countries, have well set regulations that are in place right through their countries in all the cities. There are street furniture contracts, there are entire city contracts that make it very, very, well defined and regulated, so that there are long-term contracts which then allow the media owner to invest. Here in India, most of the places, we have short-term one-year contracts, which then prevent anyone from actually making long-term investments.
Clients too have not been able to understand the power of this medium and have got carried away in playing the volume game rather than pushing their agencies and demanding good outdoor creatives.
What is other countries doing differently from our country is the other countries where television is not the important medium or the main medium. So they are using all other touch points to actually get to the consumers and then talk to them. So they're using technology in a big way to actually make their outdoor work much better. For instance, in India, we don't even take into consideration that when you are on a highway driving at a speed of 60 kilometers an hour, that people cannot read a headline which has got 14 words. So that's a kind of era we are living in. We just put what we want to put.
However, the advertising industry feels that it's the technology that is keeping them behind in the race. Unavailability of the new age digital technology and the lack of infrastructure makes it next to impossible to carry out innovations for their brands, forcing them to use outdoor just as a reminder medium.
Though we've done a couple of innovations, like we had done a hoarding for Camlin, I remember, which was about we had done a hoarding for a marker which was about a guy who's trying to wipe it out. So it was a bit of an innovation, but it was a mother of a task actually executing it. It wasn't easy to pull a basic innovation like that off as well. So I don't, and it's not possible for the creative guys to think of the technical possibilities of it. It's a bit like the digital medium, If you tell me what's technically possible, I can creatively then interpret that technicality into a creative product.
Today, I put in an LED screen. That LED screen is going to cost me at least 1 crore rupees. Now, I have a certain payback for it. Now, I'm not even sure that I'm going to last in that location for more than 2 years or, even more than a year. And I don't even know that, within 10 feet of me, there will be 3 other screens coming in day after tomorrow. Okay?
Globally, the outdoor industry is 12 to 15% of the total advertising market. In India, this figure is still near the 7% mark. But the industry is bullish and believes that the next 3 to 4 years will change the game for this medium, forcing both clients and agencies to move outdoor up in their priority list.
Will it become exactly like Singapore? I doubt. It will never become like Singapore, because India is the important part of India's ingredient is chaos of India. It is inherent chaos and very organic sort of growth with mushrooms from various places. So that cannot change. But probably new townships and new sort of emerging infrastructure you might see a change and mix of unorganized, disorganized, and organized. So I don't think we will replicate the Western markets and Western cities and even some of the Southeastern cities you're talking about ever.
With the outdoor industry becoming more and more organized and contract durations being extended, media owners are now willing to invest heavily in technology such as digital, LEDs and transit advertising, aiming to make the medium look a lot more jazzier and noteworthy.
I hope our viewers who are seeking some answers from the ads folks on the outdoor industry are satisfied with their response. Time for a short breather, but shopping now turns personal, with the latest trend in retail being your own personal shopper. We'll be back with that story in just a moment. Stay tuned.